Have you ever stepped into your home and felt an unusual heaviness, as if something's just off? Despite all your efforts and dedication, life seems to move in slow motion. Relationships feel distant, energy drains away, and peace seems elusive. What if the root of this feeling isn't the world outside, but the very space you live in? The energy within your home shapes your life in ways you may not realize. Every room, every corner carries the imprint of your emotions, memories, and experiences. The good news is, you have the power to change this. Small, conscious shifts in your living space can invite fresh, positive energy into your life, transforming not just your surroundings, but your entire perspective. In today's video, we'll explore how simple changes in your living room, bedroom, kitchen, and office can reset the energy in your home, creating a harmonious, inspiring, and abundant space. Whether it's rearranging furniture, clearing away clutter, or inviting new energy, these actions are not only practical, but have the potential to profoundly transform your life. If you're ready to embrace positive change and create a space that nurtures your growth, hit the like button, subscribe to Buddhist Wisdom Daily, and join me on this journey of renewal and self-discovery. Together, we'll unlock the wisdom that leads to a life of peace and prosperity. Why is 10 years such a significant milestone? In Buddhist teachings, we learn that life moves in cycles, patterns that bring both growth and stagnation. The same concept applies to the energy in your home. In Feng Shui and energy healing practices, the number 10 symbolizes a complete cycle, a full lifespan of energy within any given space. Over a decade, your home absorbs much more than just your actions. It holds your emotions, your joys, your sorrows, your triumphs, and your struggles. Every season, every challenge, and every moment of happiness or grief leaves an invisible imprint on your home. It becomes a living testament to your journey. But here's the catch. Just as the human body needs regular cleansing to stay healthy, so does your living space. After 10 years, the buildup of energy, both positive and negative, can cause things to feel stagnant. It's as if the room is tired, weighed down by everything that has transpired within it. You may feel this in your own life. When something has been sitting in your mind or heart for too long, it begins to feel heavy and suffocating. It's like trying to meditate with a cluttered mind. You can't achieve stillness. Similarly, your home may no longer feel like a place of peace. Instead, it feels heavy, uninviting, and stale. This is where the magic of change comes in. The Buddha, in his wisdom, taught that even in the most difficult circumstances, mindful awareness can bring about transformation. When we focus on the present and let go of the weight of the past, we create space for new energy to enter. The same applies to your home. With just a small shift in your living space, whether it's moving a piece of furniture, cleaning a neglected corner, or replacing an item that no longer serves you, you can begin to clear away the old energy and make room for fresh, vibrant energy. Buddhist teachings often remind us that we don't need to make drastic changes to see transformation. Small, intentional acts are enough to bring about great shifts. The path to enlightenment is not one of dramatic leaps, but of small, consistent steps. Your home, too, requires the same mindful approach. You don't need to tear everything down to start anew. Sometimes just one small change can send a powerful message to the universe. I'm ready for something new. It's not about rejecting the past. It's about making space for the present to breathe, allowing the future to unfold. In Buddhism, we are often reminded that change comes from small, intentional steps. True transformation doesn't require huge gestures, but happens through consistent, mindful action. The same principle applies to the energy in your home. When you make small adjustments, you refresh not just your space, but your life. Every space in your home holds energy. Your living room, bedroom, kitchen, and office are all influenced by the thoughts, actions, and emotions you bring to them. A small change, like rearranging your furniture, decluttering your workspace, or updating a worn-out item, can dramatically shift the energy of the room. This shift isn't just physical, it's spiritual. Just as meditation brings clarity to the mind, refreshing your home brings clarity to your life. By changing your environment, you are symbolically clearing away old energy that no longer serves you, making room for new opportunities, inspiration, and peace. It's about creating a flow of energy that supports your growth and aspirations, rather than being weighed down by past experiences or stale energy. As the Buddha said, what we think, we become. The same is true for your surroundings. What your space reflects is what you invite into your life. 1. The living room. The living room is the heart of your home, where bonds are forged, memories are shared, and energy flows between those who occupy the space. Yet when the energy here becomes stagnant, it doesn't just affect the room, it affects your relationships, your communication, and the family dynamic. In Buddhism, we learn that the energy we project into the world is the energy we receive back. Our surroundings mirror our inner world. If your living room feels heavy or stuck, it's a sign that the energy in your home needs renewal. Take a moment to think. How does the energy feel when you walk into your living room? Does it inspire connection, joy, and comfort? Or does it feel weighed down, uninviting? When furniture is in the same position for years, or when objects accumulate, the energy becomes trapped. Simple changes like moving the sofa, rearranging the coffee table, or switching out throw pillows can release the stuck energy and invite new vibrant flow into the room. Just as in Buddhism we practice the mindful act of letting go of attachments, your home's energy requires the same attentiveness. I remember a Buddhist teacher once told a story of a monk who had lived in a cave for many years. Over time, the cave, once a space of tranquility, became cold and lifeless. The monk realized that the energy of the space had become stale, so he moved out not to find a new place, but to clear his mind and surroundings. His renewal wasn't found through drastic change, but through a small intentional shift. It's the same for your home. Even small adjustments can create space for new energy, new opportunities, and a deeper connection to those you share your life with. You're declaring to the universe that you are ready for something new. Remember the Buddha's teaching, what you think, you become. Refresh your space, refresh your energy, and watch how your relationships and your life begin to shift. 2. The bedroom. Your bedroom is where your body and mind are meant to rest, recharge, and find peace. But when the energy in this space becomes stagnant, when it's cluttered or filled with items tied to the past, it can affect your sleep, your health, and your mental well-being. It's like trying to meditate in a crowded room. Your mind struggles to find stillness. Buddhism teaches us that a clear mind leads to a peaceful life, and the same principle applies to your environment. Just as we need a quiet, uncluttered mind to meditate, we need a peaceful, clear space to rest. If your bedroom has become a storage room for the past, old gifts, outdated decorations, or worn-out linens, these things are not just taking up space, they are subtly holding on to energy that no longer serves you. Upgrade your bed linens. Soft, luxurious fabrics like silk or high thread count cotton are not just for comfort. They symbolize self-care and mindfulness. When you choose quality materials, you are telling yourself that you are worthy of rest, of peace, and of rejuvenation. Let go of the items that no longer bring you joy, the worn-out trinkets or the souvenirs that have become heavy with old memories. Release them. The Buddha taught that attachment leads to suffering, and this includes attachments to physical items. Create a space that nurtures your soul, just as the Buddha nurtured his own peace through contemplation. Remove the clutter, change the lighting, and clear out anything that feels out of place. Remember the Buddha's wisdom. Just as a flower does not pick and choose the bees that come to it, So do we allow peace to enter without resistance? Let your bedroom be a space of relaxation, a sanctuary where you can reconnect with yourself. These small shifts can make a profound difference in your well-being. With each mindful change, you allow the energy to flow freely, creating an environment where your mind and body can truly rest. It's not just about sleep. It's about healing, rejuvenating, and renewing your spirit. The kitchen. The kitchen is more than just a place to prepare meals. It's the heart of your home. It's where nourishment flows, not just for the body, but for the soul. In Buddhism, food is seen not just as sustenance, but as a sacred offering. Each meal prepared is an act of love, a ritual of care for ourselves and those we love. It's an expression of mindfulness, connecting us to the present moment, to nature, and to each other. But what happens when the space where we prepare our meals becomes cluttered or outdated? Over time, the energy in your kitchen can stagnate, just as the energy in your body can become sluggish when it's not properly nurtured. The joy of cooking and the connection we feel when we nourish our loved ones can fade away. The Buddha taught that everything, including food, should be consumed mindfully. This principle applies to the kitchen as well. When the space where we cook and share meals becomes disordered, it drains the energy from our lives. There's a beautiful teaching in Buddhism that reminds us that everything we do, even something as simple as eating, should be done with intention. Just as monks in ancient times would prepare meals as a sacred act, mindful of every ingredient they used, we too can approach our kitchens as sacred spaces. Each meal is an offering, whether it's nourishing your body or providing for your loved ones. The act of cooking becomes more than just preparing food. It's a way of showing gratitude for the abundance we have and sharing that gratitude with others. In ancient Buddhist temples, monks would approach cooking with the utmost mindfulness. They didn't simply chop vegetables or stir pots. They did so with awareness, understanding that the food they prepared was not only for their physical well-being, but for their spiritual nourishment as well. This practice of mindful cooking is not just about the food itself, but about the energy infused into the act of preparing it. The kitchen, like the body, needs regular cleansing and care to stay vibrant, to stay energized. So when you clear away the clutter in your kitchen, whether it's broken appliances, unused tools, or even outdated decor, you're not just making space physically, you're making space emotionally and spiritually. When you organize your spices, refresh your tablecloths, and clean your countertops, you're creating an environment that invites fresh energy, new possibilities, and renewed joy into your life. The Buddha teaches us that we must clear away the old to make room for the new. And in doing so, we allow new nourishment to enter, not just for our bodies, but for our hearts and souls. Remember, cooking is an act of love. It's about intention. It's about caring for yourself, your family, and the world around you. When your kitchen is clean and filled with positive energy, it becomes more than just a place to prepare meals. It becomes a space where food is celebrated, shared, and enjoyed with gratitude and mindfulness. Every time you step into that space, you are stepping into a sanctuary of love and care. So take a moment to clear the clutter, refresh your kitchen, and transform it into a space that nourishes not just your body, but your spirit as well. When you treat the space where you cook with love and intention, it will radiate that same energy back to you, creating a kitchen that is truly a sanctuary for both the body and the soul. The home office. Your home office is not just a workspace. It is the place where your ideas take root, where your dreams become plans, and where you shape the future of your life and career. It's a sacred space for your mind to create and innovate. But when clutter and chaos take over, that space becomes a barrier to your creativity, focus, and progress. In Buddhism, the teachings emphasize that a clear mind leads to clarity in life. Just as we practice clearing our thoughts through meditation, we must also clear the clutter from our surroundings to allow for the flow of positive energy, focus, and growth. The Buddha often spoke of the importance of mental clarity, noting that when the mind is muddled, it cannot see the world as it truly is. Similarly, when our workspace is cluttered, it clouds our ability to focus, create, and think clearly. A Buddhist teacher once said, "A cluttered mind is like a muddy pond. It cannot reflect the moon clearly." This ancient wisdom reveals how mental clutter obstructs our vision, hindering creativity and progress. The same applies to your workspace. When it's disorganized, it becomes a physical manifestation of mental chaos, preventing you from moving forward with clarity and purpose. But here's the good news. Clearing your workspace can help clear your mind. When you declutter your desk, remove unnecessary papers, and clear out outdated devices, you're not just tidying up your physical environment. You're making space for mental clarity and focus. You're creating a place where ideas can flow freely, unencumbered by distractions. As Buddhist teachings remind us, simplicity and mindfulness lead to peace. By creating a space of intentional order, you invite that same peace into your life and work. Think of the home office as a reflection of your inner state. A well-organized desk doesn't just make you more productive, it cultivates an environment where creativity thrives and innovation can blossom. Begin by organizing your physical space. Get rid of anything that doesn't serve your focus or goals. Take the same approach with your digital space. Clear your desktop, delete old files, and streamline your digital tools to align with your current objectives. When you remove distractions, your mind can focus on what truly matters. There's also power in adding personal touches that remind you of your goals. A vision board, for example, doesn't just serve as a reminder of what you want to achieve. It becomes a focal point for your energy and attention. It acts as a guidepost, aligning your thoughts with your aspirations and directing your mental energy towards success. This is not merely a workspace. It is a space to dream, to grow, and to create. The Buddha's teachings offer deep insight into the connection between clarity and wisdom. When your workspace is organized, you're cultivating the clarity you need to achieve your goals. A clean, intentional workspace fosters creativity and productivity and allows your mind to flow freely without the burden of distractions. Remember, the environment you create for yourself directly impacts the energy and creativity you bring to the world. When you make your home office a space of clarity and focus, you create a foundation for personal and professional growth. By applying the principles of mindfulness and simplicity to your workspace, you align your external environment with the inner clarity that the Buddha spoke of, leading to a more productive, focused, and fulfilling life. 5. The entryway. In Feng Shui, the entryway is referred to as the mouth of qi, the point where all energy enters your home. This space is far more than just a threshold. It's the first impression, the welcoming embrace, the very moment when the energy of your environment begins to shape your day, your mood, and your life. If the entryway is cluttered, neglected, or poorly maintained, it can block the flow of positive energy, creating an unseen barrier that affects everything within. Buddhism teaches us that the energy we invite into our lives directly impacts our well-being. In the same way that we are mindful of the thoughts we let occupy our minds, we must be equally mindful of the energy we allow to enter our space. A cluttered or unkempt entryway symbolizes a lack of intention, blocking the flow of opportunities, growth, and positive change. There's a profound story from the Zen tradition that speaks to the power of intention in setting the tone for our surroundings. A Zen monk once taught his students the importance of their first steps upon entering the temple. He said, "When you cross the threshold, you leave behind the world's distractions. Enter with a clear mind and a fresh heart, for what you bring in is what you carry forward." This teaching reminds us that the entryway is symbolic of our mindset. The first moment we step into our homes is a reflection of how we approach the world. To invite positive energy into your life, start by simply caring for the entryway. Small gestures like hanging a wind chime, cleaning the door with a mixture of salt water and citrus, or replacing worn-out details like the door handle or nameplate can shift the flow of energy from the moment you step inside. The wind chime, as simple as it may be, symbolizes movement and change, bringing fresh energy into the space. It's not just decoration, it's a subtle invitation to allow the energy to flow freely. The energy that enters through the front door sets the tone for everything that follows. When this space is nurtured with intention, it not only invites positive energy into your home, but also symbolizes the welcoming of new opportunities and new beginnings. As the Buddha once said, what we think, we become. By setting the right tone at the entrance, you allow the energy to reflect the life you wish to create. As you begin to transform your space, remember, your home is a mirror of your inner world. The energy you cultivate within your environment is the energy you invite into your life. By making small, intentional changes, you're not just altering your physical surroundings. You're creating a flow of positive energy that can guide your path to peace, clarity, and new beginnings. But this is just the beginning. There is so much more to explore, more ancient wisdom, more ways to create harmony, more insights to help you live a balanced, purposeful life. If today's video resonated with you, I encourage you to dive deeper into the world of Buddhist wisdom daily. Together, we will continue to unlock profound teachings that empower you to live with intention and joy. Thank you for being here. If you're ready to continue on this journey of transformation, like, subscribe, and share this video with others who are seeking peace. May your home become a sanctuary of energy, and may your life unfold in ways beyond your wildest dreams. Until we meet again, remember, every small change creates a ripple of transformation. Take that first step today